Alright, now we've got napkins that we can match up with our placemat. So we're going to just put the tree into that area there. So I have got my one tree which the stalk is welded on, and I put in 6 trees, and I've topped and tailed it, one up, one down, so I could fit them all in. Now to check, go into edit and go into your magnifying glass, and you can go up to 400%, and you can see to make sure that they're not touching, that you do have a little bit of space between each of your trees. Now I am going to group them together this time so that I can just move them down as a group. That was welding before. This is our grouping tool. So now they're grouped as a group, and I will just move them down a little bit from the top. Okay. Alright, now we've got our vinyl already loaded, and we are going to draw so we can see our tree. Okay, there are our trees. So we'll take our pen out, and we will now go in and we will cut, and we will select cut. Okay, we'll just cut across here where our trees. So we've got enough trees here to do our 6 serviettes. And we can weave this right across here all at the same time. Alright, so there's our tree, which will go onto the corner of our serviettes. We will now move across to the heat press, and we will show you how to heat press onto our lovely serviette and placemat. It's Margaret here again. We're filming again here from the Adhesive craft room. Today we are going to do some adhesive vinyl onto wine glasses. Okay, we'll go into our pattern area, and we'll go into our fonts. We'll select number 1, which is the nice solid font, and we'll type in the word jolly. And we will set that. Now I'll just pull it down to the middle area here. We will resize that. With our resizing function, and we will turn this function on here so we can alter the height and width separately. So we'll make our height 19 and our width will be 65. Okay, and okay. Now we will bring in our little tree. So we'll go into our retrieve our data, and I will just find my tree here. Okay, now I am going to put it just underneath here. I'm going to resize my tree. Object and we will make our tree 38 high. And 22 wide, and we'll just pop it back up underneath the jolly. Now I'm going to go into the magnifying glass area here, put that up to 400%, and this is where we can check exactly that we are happy with our positioning of everything. Just might move that tree down a little bit. Okay, all right, now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to group this together. So I'll get my red squares and this icon with the data in it and object edit, and this is my grouping tool so I can group it together. Okay, I am going to check my sizing here. So that's 59 high, 65 wide. That is excellent height. So on our glass here, I did measure this with a tape measure down here to check my height. So that will fit in beautifully. Okay, all right, now I'm going to move this over here, ready for cutting. And we don't need to mirror image because we are on adhesive. So with our adhesive, we have our backing and our vinyl on the top. When we did the HTV, we turned it around the other way. So we will go into here to our cut, and I will go into my spanner, and I have my half cut on. My half cut pressure is 1 because I've already checked that, and I'm going to turn my weeding box on. Alright, so I'll just go in here and I'll just weed out that outside area. Beautiful. Okay, now I can see where to cut along the edge of that weeding box. Okay. Just weed out these other little, the O out of the jolly. Take this outside off from the weeding box. Alright, so now we are going to put transfer tape. Okay, this is the paper transfer tape, which is nice and light and works really, really well for our glasses. Alright, so we'll pop that on. I always like to line it up right with the edge of my weeding box, helps keep my lines straight. I will burnish this with a squidgy, and then when I peel this off, it's onto the back of my transfer tape. Yep. Okay, so now to apply this to our glass, we have a special cradle here to put our glass on so we get no movement whatsoever, and we're going to line up the top here of our glass. And there we have our jolly and our little tree on our wine glass. What a lovely addition to your Christmas table setting.